Hi everyone, Jennifer Anderson with Anderson Coastal Group and Compass. I'm here with our Week 4 COVID-19 update. I have Sydney Giddings of San Diego Funding and Jordan Phillips with Investment Property Exchange for 1031 exchanges. I'll do a quick real estate update, but switch it over to Jordan because I know a lot of you have been having questions about how or if they can still do a 1031 exchange in 2020. So let's dive into Del Mar. Right now, there are 47 active single-family homes. That's about 211 million in inventory. We have 11 homes under contract, and 7 of those actually went into contract before March 15th. Zooming out to San Diego County as a whole, in the last 7 days, 672 single-family homes went pending. There were 1,458 homes that sold, and comparing that to last year, it's about a 30% decrease in closed transactions. Right now, the average price in San Diego County is $699,000, and the highest home to close was $6.4 million this past week. So I'll hand it over to Jordan, but know that we're here for any of your real estate questions, and don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.
Hey Jennifer, thanks for having me on today. Great time to talk about 1031 exchanges because late last Thursday, April the 9th, the IRS actually released Notice 2020-23, which does provide guidance for disaster relief extensions as they pertain to 1031 exchanges. So the real long and short of these guidelines is essentially if your 45th day to identify or your 180th day to close falls in between April 1st of 2020 and July 15th of 2020, it automatically gets extended out to July 15th of 2020. And just in the couple of business days since these extensions have been granted, we actually have seen a pretty dramatic effect on 1031 exchange activity. For example, we had a number of clients who had their 180th day to close, fall, early April, and they just needed a couple weeks extra to obtain financing to actually close on that property. Well, now under these guidelines, they actually have a couple extra months to obtain financing. So a lot of exchanges are being completed already due to this extension. Also, we had a lot of clients who had their 45th day to identify fall early, mid, late April. It just wasn't going to be feasible for them to identify a property, with all these shelter-in-place restrictions. But now they'll also have a couple extra months to go out and identify potential replacement property, which should, increase their likelihood of completing an exchange. And this also does apply to future 1031 exchangers. Essentially, if you're selling a property and doing exchange, and the property you're selling closes prior to June 1st of 2020, you will receive some extension on your 45-day identification period because it automatically gets pushed out to July 15th of 2020. So we have seen great benefits to these extensions. We do think that it will create more buyers in the market, which should help immediately stimulate the real estate economy, at least somewhat. But our general counsel does feel that these extension guidelines could be broader, could be more generous. So they are currently pushing the IRS to create a second round of 1031 exchange extensions. So we will keep you posted, on anything that comes up with that. But as of right now, that's kind of how everything stands. So once again, thanks for having me on. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Always available to assist. Thank you.
Hi guys, it's Sydney with San Diego Funding. It's been nearly a month since California issued their stay-at-home order to help flatten the curve, and we are finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can win big by purchasing right now. With demand being down, you now have the opportunity to avoid those bidding wars that you were once forced into this past year. Speaking of this past year, did you know about a year ago rates were 1% higher than they are right now? It's amazing for people looking to purchase right now. Lastly, San Diego Funding is funding loans at excellent terms and on time. I wanted to highlight some of those. For those of you with a conforming loan balance, meaning your loan amount is no higher than $510,400, we are funding loans in the low 3% range. If your loan amount is between $510,400 and $701,500, you have a high balance loan, and we are funding loans in the mid 3% to 4% range. If your loan amount is higher than $701,500, you are in jumbo territory, and we are closing all jumbo loans with 20% down up to $3 million and up to $5 million with 35% down. So if you're someone who was on the fence thinking about purchasing, now is the perfect time to get pre-qualified. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.